This is Tammy from Tammy Colors 2. I wanted to do a little intro to talk about my bookshelf app. About a year ago, I was looking for a bookshelf app and tried a few, and I really like this one. It's simple, it's no nonsense. It does everything I need it to do. It organizes things. I mean, of course, there's probably a couple things that I wish I could do, or maybe I just haven't figured out how to do them. But I'll go through all the things in the app. I can use tags, I have bookshelves, I can label them, I can change their names, I can move groups of books to different shelves if I want to. I love the fact that I can scan ISBN numbers. I just scan it with my phone. I like the fact that if you log into it, you can share it across devices and you don't have to transfer anything. It should just all come down. You have to refresh the app, like close it and open it, and boom, it'll all be there if you make changes. So it really has a great functionality, and I thought that maybe if there were other people that were looking for a way to organize their books or their coloring books or anything else, that this might be useful because I found it extremely useful. So I am going to share my tablet screen so that you can see what I'm doing. I do have a book I need to add, so we will go through all that. And if you have any questions at the end, please feel free to let me know in the comments. Hopefully, I'm hitting on everything that anybody would want to know, but I'm sure there's something I'll forget. So anyway, here we go. Okay, so now we're on my tablet. This will just be kind of a quick tutorial. I'm using an iPad for the purposes of these demonstrations. This app is available in the Google Play Store, so it should be available for all Android devices. The screen, I have not seen it on an Android, so screen may differ. I wouldn't think the functionality would be that much different, but I do notice depending on apps, iOS and Android can be different, but we'll hope that this one isn't. So yes, Domino is my background. So here's the bookshelf app, which I will put in the description. When you open it up, you will notice there's tabs across the top. You've got books, you've got shelves. These are all the shelves I've created. They match basically the bookshelves that you see in real life here. I've got tags. You do have to create your tags before you can give your books tags. So I have created them. The functionality for everything. There's a wish list, so you can go out and add books to your wish list if you want to. You'll find that up in the right hand corner, ellipses are important for functionality in this app. You do a lot that way. On the bottom, you have the books option, that's your bookshelf. You have basically, I call this the internet, but this is searching for books and things. So it searches the internet for books or the database or whatever it's hooked into. If you click on the plus sign at the bottom, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter if you're here or here or here or here. The plus sign does its own thing. It opens up a separate menu at the bottom. The plus sign is how you scan books, batch scan books, search for new books, add new books manually, or add a new reading goal. I never use reading goals for obvious reasons because I'm not using this for book reading. The people icon at the bottom is kind of like, I guess you can follow people, you can be in a community. I really don't know how any of that works. I don't use it that way. I assume maybe if you're a reader, you understand more of that. I don't know. At the end, you have like your settings. So ways to contact them. You can set goals for yourself. I've never used any of that. You can change your display. There is a theme. I'm using the light theme, but there's a dark theme. If that's better for you, I don't really know. I'm still trying to decide. And Domino just showed up, so hopefully he won't cause too much trouble. Let's see, what else? So in your bookshelf, you have a book. When you add a book and it pulls in, it gives you your title. Whatever information is out there, it will pull in based on the ISBN. So you could, sometimes, like if I have a PDF book, I'll go out here and I will add a new book manually. I'll go to Amazon, I'll copy the ISBN. You have to add it to a shelf first, so I'll just pick a shelf. And then I'll paste the ISBN in here and it will search for the book, right? So you can add it that way. Or you can type it in manually. You can add a book manually, like maybe sometimes you always have to pick your shelf first. Sometimes maybe you have a book, maybe your grandma created a coloring book for you and it's like the only one in the world. It won't have an ISBN number, but you can add titles. You can add a book that it doesn't have to have an ISBN number. You can just add a book like so, and the title is the only thing you have to have, because obviously if you don't put anything in, there's nothing to save. So you can give it a picture. I'll show you how to do that. I do have a new book to add, so I'm going to show you how to do that. You click on the plus sign at the bottom. You would scan ISBN. You'll notice there's a cat behind my screen. I have the ISBN here. Do this, it scans it. And then, yes, this is my book, Color Me National Parks. I just got it the other day. You click Add to Shelf. You pick a shelf. These go on shelf number 15. So I will choose my shelf. I'll hit Add. And then if I want to edit any of the things that are in the book, I can go to Show in Shelf, because now it's in my bookshelf. And I click on Edit. And I can change things in here if I want to. For example, I want to change the cover photo because this is not the cover photo. So I click on that, the actual photo, while I'm editing it. Choose from gallery. I knew I needed a photo. I tend to go out to Amazon. I screenshot the pictures of the covers of the books from there. So I did that earlier and saved it to my photos. So I'm just picking this from my photos. This is the picture I want to use. I'll click on the check mark and boom, it changes. Then I have to say save and we're done. So I have changed my cover photo. Then let's see, you will also notice that it has a number of pages. So what I have determined is for coloring purposes, I can track my colored pages. Now, this book has 50 images, but when they count pages in books, they count every page front and back. So 115 is not what I want. I know it has 50 images. So I am going to change my pages to 50, because that's how many pictures I have. And then you will notice there are two tabs within your information in your book. You've got info and then you've got notes. Your notes tells you, allows you to review it. It tells you what shelf it's on. It allows you to enter tags, which I will explain in a minute. Well, for example, if I want to give it a tag, I hit tags and then it gives you your tags that you have pre-built as sliders. So I can give a book more than one tag. I know this one is untouched since I just got it. I may create another tag for this, but for right now, that's fine. I'll hit choose, so I've given it the untouched tag. If I had colored pages in it, you'll notice there's a slider bar up here where it says pages red. Those would obviously be pages colored for me. So you can increase your page number by the slider. Or you can click on the right hand side, the arrows, and it will bring up a little, scrolly that you can change the number of pages. So you can do it that way. And if you do it over here, it obviously shows up. Why don't we do it like this many? See? Works awesome. I found that would be a great way to track my colored pages. And then when you tag books, oops, save. I'm going to save that. When you tag books, give books tags, you have to go all the way back in here. Click on my tags. So I just started tagging my books. So you can't have a book on more than one shelf. So somebody asked me that the other day. You can have, you literally have to move books back and forth from one shelf to another. You can't have them sitting on more than one shelf. But you can give a book a tag. And then if you go into your tags and you want to say, I just gave this the untouched books tag. So if I want to see all of my untouched books, it's at the top. Click on that and I can see all of the books that are in that category. I literally just started doing this, giving books tags. I think I have done something with this one that looks wrong. I might have to fix it. Yeah, because that book is not 100% colored. It is untouched though, so that is true. Anyway, so these are all my books that are untouched. But I can tag them, and you can have a book like, it can be Halloween and untouched. Like, I have Halloween ones. I'm trying to think of one that's untouched in here. My horror coloring book. So you'll notice, if I click on it, it has the tag Halloween and untouched. So I was just in my Halloween, but if I go into untouched, you'll see that it's in here also, right there. So that allows you to have books in more than one place, quote unquote. Now, if you want to move a bunch of books, oops, that's my tags. I have to go out to my, say I have books on a shelf and I'm going to move them to another shelf. So I go to my shelf. So I will go to the ellipses in the upper right hand corner. I will hit select. Then I will pick why that one is in that shelf. That's a mistake. We'll do, I gotta figure out what the heck I did the other day. Hang on, Halloween, autumn. How the heck did I get these two books right here? All right, so they're in the wrong category, and I don't know how they got there. I know that they are somewhere else, so I'm going to click on them like that. And then I'm going to click on the ellipses in the upper right hand corner again, and I'm going to say move to shelf. I know that they are in my bedroom. So I have a bedroom shelf. I numbered them because it does kind of order them that way. If you have the front, it does things in alphabetical order. So that's why I put numbers on my shelves to get them in the order that I want to. You can sort. I've never played with the sorts much, to be honest. I'm just one of those people who just manipulates things. But anyway, so that's how you batch move books. I can move a whole bunch of books by selecting them, hitting the ellipses, and then moving them to another shelf. If you want to add, like, say, you just got 10 books and you can batch scan all of them all at the same time by clicking on batch scan books, right? And then, but you can only add them to one shelf. Or I suppose you could add them all to your wish list and then just move them maybe, but I haven't done that before. So you can pick a shelf. Let's say I'll want them to go on that shelf, and then boom, it comes up with your CAT scanner, and then you just scan all the ISBNs, and it just keeps scanning. Like, it doesn't stop scanning, and it won't stop until you hit the X up here in the corner. So you can just keep putting back books in front of it. So be careful. It is very sensitive when it comes to scanning. So you'll pick up ISBNs without even knowing it. And basically, I mean, that's really all I can think of. Oh yeah, you can export. Did I say that? You can export over in your settings. There's an import export. You can import. I've never played with the import. Imports, in my experience, are difficult because if you don't have your columns and things all matched up, then it's just going to be a cluster. So, but you can't export to a CSV. You can export your wish list. You can export your tags. You can export your shelves. You can pick all or just one. And then it will save it on your tablet, and then you can email it to yourself or whatever. So that's nice. You can actually have a physical list out of this. I find that this does everything that I need it to do, to be honest. So there you go. That is my bookshelf. And then it keeps a tally, if you'll notice, like how many books are in each shelf, if you're looking at your shelves, how many books are there. And then when you go out to your bookshelf, all of your books, it tells you how many you have there. So that's nice too. It kind of lists things. And if you want to delete a book, like I need to delete this test book, you would just go into it, hit the ellipses up here in the right hand corner, and click delete. And boom, your book is gone. When I'm getting rid of books, I tend to, I have things that I move around, have ways to move books around. Like if I'm looking for a book and I can't find it for some reason, and it may be that I've gotten rid of it, and I just didn't take it out, because I ran into a few of those when I was going through my bookshelves the other day and confirming all of my books and things. So I have an unknown shelf, and that is for me to move books to. Like I'm looking for it and I can't find it, but I don't want to delete it, you know what I mean? So I'll move it to the unknown shelf until I can get it somewhere or find it, locate it. These are all of my Dispo books, so I have a Dispo bag, and then whenever I'll just go through and delete the entire thing. If you delete a shelf with books on it, it will delete all of your books. So don't do that unless you want to delete all the books on that shelf. This is an empty shelf. This is my test shelf, so I'm going to delete that right now. Same thing, you click on the ellipses. The functionality is pretty much the same across the entire app, so it's not really that difficult to learn. But anyway, I hope you found this useful. Just a quick little tutorial. If you were curious on how I organize my books and how I use my app to do so. So let me know if you have questions. Put them in the video comments. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.